Yeah! Welcome back to the Southern Snack, where life is too short to be serious. All right, we finally made it. Where did we make it? To Denny's. What are we doing? We're trying the salted caramel banana breakfast items, which is pancakes, waffles, French toast, and we're trying the Slammin soda, which is sweet cream, lime, and 3 different sodas. So, yeah, we're getting down and dirty. Like a dirty soda, but they're called Slammin sodas. So, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And we'll just pose with the pancakes, okay? We ain't got to get too crazy. We ain't got to get too fancy this morning. Okay, so of course, we're going to start with the breakfast. Because most people ain't going to Denny's tonight. I want a soda. I want a Slammin soda. No, you don't. Maybe you do. Maybe you will after watching this video. But I don't anticipate that's your goal of going to Denny's. It might not even be, going to Denny's might not even be your goal with watching this video. You might just be watching it to watch. You know, you love me, right? I hope. Okay, this is enough of pancaking. Well, that salted caramel is delightful. Rich, very salty. You ain't gonna misplace the salt. Fluffy pancakes. Fresh banana. Freshly sliced, might I say. You can tell. They're not too ripe. They're not too firm. They're just like they've been sliced. So I'm impressed with that. Good job, Denny's. That's a 10. That's a 10. I can't resist myself. I told myself I'm just gonna eat some bites and then finish the bananas. I might need a few more bites. All right, moving on to French toast. My friends, that is French toast. All right. Oh, we're cutting, so I apologize. I could have picked these bad boys up, but I didn't want to make my hands messy. This stuff is so hard to cut. All right, we're just gonna do our best. What we got. Okay, here we go. Same type of concept. I just don't think it's quite as good. There's the French toast is just okay. It's a thicker, drier kind of treat. Now this one I can say, yeah, I will probably just eat the bananas. The salted caramel and the bananas, they're present and have question. But the French toast is just, It's solid though. It's a solid item because you get all the other things. We'll say 7. It's not a big fan of it, and it looks like they toasted some buns or something. I don't know. Not the hugest fan of the French toast itself, but the banana and caramel do add to it. Now the waffles look promising. The Belgian waffles with the bananas, and salted caramel. These are kind of tough to cut too. So, all right. Definitely a step above the French toast. Little heavy on the caramel there. The pancakes, it was like really even. This is a little heavy. Good crunch again. from these waffles. So again, if you like a little bit more crunch than the other two, it's not too thick, so it's crunchy, but a little heavy on the salt caramel. But very solid. I'll give it 8.5. So, pancakes, then waffles, and then at the bottom is French toast. So, but banana and caramel works well. All right, now I got dirty sodas. We'll start with the one I know. So again, our Slammin sodas: strawberry, Sprite, lime, and cream. I don't even see it. I thought they were supposed to have a lime in it, but I don't see it. This one's heavily carbonated. Ooh, rushing to my soul. But I like the creaminess, and it's like a combination of strawberries and cream with lime and some lemon. Very busy flavor. It really has the potential to be a 10. But too much carbonation makes it an 8 for me. All right, now you got Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola. I don't know which one is which, and the eye test isn't helping me. I think this one's going to be Dr. Pepper. This one looks a little bit more frothy, like root beer. Yeah, that's Dr. Pepper. Yep, you can taste that distinct fruity note of it. Root beer fruit. They got a lot of different notes, right? You can't call it a cola, you can't call it a root beer, it's its own thing. It's a pepper. But it's basically cola and root beer and fruit notes all combined. Getting a little overcarbonated. Thumbs up with their machine, I guess. But it's a good ode to a classic, and I think it's definitely better than the strawberry one. Just by a little bit. 8.5. Again, I think, you know, if the flavors had less competition with the carbonation, you know, I think we would have a little bit better of experience. All right, here we go with the last one, and this is Coca-Cola. It's not bad. It's definitely my least favorite. Again, overcarbonated. But it hits right, you know. The mix of cola with cream and lime. That way it would have a chance at a higher rating. Again, if it wasn't heavily carbonated, but I'll say a 7 out of 10. So Denny's did a good job. Pretty pleased with it. Tell me what you guys think, and other than that, I'll see y'all around.